Hey, whoever you are. I guess everybody left behind is at work while I'm at home doing laundry. Happy Monday. I don't even know who in here. Because no one is saying anything. Hey, folks. Happy Monday. Too sweet. What's going on, baby? Y'all that made me mess up my phone. Now I gotta redo it. Okay. Where was I? Did y'all know there was a trick to folding a bottom sheet that I learned from a little old lady who made a Facebook video about this? And it was thousands of views. It was amazing at how many of us really don't or didn't know how to do this. But when she gave me the formula, it was like, yeah, we in here, baby. Okay. I might have folded that one on the wrong side, but it's going to have to be that way for now. This one is not a perfect square, but it was almost. That's because I wasn't paying attention, because I was trying to see who was jumping in the room so we could kick it real quick while I'm down here in the basement folding laundry, doing mommy duties. Shaheen, Critical Music, hi. Third Shift Life and House, shout out to you. You already know. So, I wanted to talk to everybody today. Hi, Nicole. About, karma and consequence for inappropriate spiritual conduct and behavior. Now, I'm making this video because I have a lot of people that, ask about certain things when it comes to these systems, and, people who've experienced all kinds of negative things from these systems. That kind of is part of the reason why a lot of people don't want to learn, don't want to interact with the systems and things like that, because of all of the bad experiences that they have had from people who are spiritually negligent. But I did get a good question, which is, if there's consequences and repercussions for doing negative things to people with the spiritual systems, how come the people who do the work and get paid for it are not held accountable? So what I've come to realize, if we dealing with a duality, is, you cannot be responsible for what you do not know about. And anybody who's ever gotten some kind of spiritual work done against another person, or to do something like bind a person to you, like you want to be with somebody and you ask to have the person kind of spiritually binded to you, you'll notice that the person that's doing the work for you will not ask why. They're not even going to look into it. They're only going to tell you what's required to get the work done, and they're going to perform the service. But as far as finding out why, most will not. And the reason why is, like I said, you cannot be held accountable for which you're not aware of. This is why it says God gives favor and passes to fools and babies. Why? Because they don't know any better. They don't have the information to make the proper decision. So with that being said, when you go get work done, your priest or shaman or babalawo or whatever, they're not going to go into asking the who, what, where, why, because once they take a look at why and they see that it's, you know, inappropriate, now they are held responsible for that, because now that's misusing the system. You understand? But as long as they don't know what the what the reason, what your motive is behind it, they free to do the work and, you know, put a line of protection in between to make sure that whatever karma is associated with the work you want done is your karma and not theirs. That's how that works. But what I will say is that, you know, it's never beneficial to spiritually attack people, to use these systems inappropriately. It's also never beneficial to take a shortcut. I was raised that if you're going to do something, do it the right way or don't do it at all. So, you know, for those who have self-proclaimed themselves high priest, spiritualists, things of that nature, that's really not a safe move, because you're dealing with these energies. They require certain ritual work, certain passages and rites of passage that you done decided to skip over. And so a lot of the time people do that, and then they start doing work for other people, and they really do not have the authority. They do not have the authority. They do not have the blessings of the deities that they go into, the energies that they go into. None of that. It's just crazy, you know. And it's risky, because you dealing with this guessing. You're not absolutely sure. Even though you're studying and you're doing this, you don't have a teacher. You know what I mean? So it's like, I see my mama drive a car all the time. I got an idea, you know, I know the basics of driving a car, but you still don't have anybody to verify that the information that you feel is, you know, you're using is correct. And so you put other people at harm's way if you are one who's trying to do work for other people, and you put yourself at harm's way. Outside of that, it's a great disservice to yourself, because if you did the work and did the study, it would put you in a position where you would have a different type of appreciation for the system, and you would not want to violate the system. You wouldn't want to use it to hurt other people or destroy other people, attack other people, take other people's blessings, because that's what that is. You're taking away. When somebody attacks you, it's somebody literally trying to take away your birthrights. Now, is there times when it's appropriate to cuss to put a curse on a person? Unfortunately, yes, because you have some people who will attack you. You may clean yourself or reverse it and think, okay, listen, let's be done with it. And then a couple of weeks later, a couple of months later, guess what? Back to the same old song. The person is back on your ass. And so, you know, after a certain amount of time, you've done and exhausted all of your options, and now you really don't have any choice but to kind of get them off you. So there are times when it's appropriate, but I would say that should be your absolute most certain last resort, like super last resort, like the last of the last of the last of the last, period. Like the last, on another level to the last. Like, that's how much of the last it really should be. Like, if you leave it up to me to say. But also, I know sometimes people be having questions about these spiritual systems. And, you know, because we be doing Freestyle Friday and this, that, and the third, you know, y'all don't really get an opportunity to really ask about these things. But you can if you choose to. And no, no, you don't have to give a donation. Donations are appreciated. But today, right now, I want y'all to understand some important things. So now, let's talk about karma real quick. Karma is a real thing. It's a real energy. It's a real consequence. It has its good benefits, but it also has benefits that are not so darn good. And, you know, I think that as individuals, we have to understand that karma is not only isolated to people that's doing spiritual work. Karma is in everybody's world. Any type of vibration, energy that you put out, good, bad, or in between, there's going to be a response, cause and effect. For every action, there is seriously a reaction. Okay, you put out negativity, you're going to get it back. Now, one thing that can help you keep power over people that you feel are attacking you vibration wise. And when I say that, I'm saying it that way because being attacked don't have to be somebody in one of these spiritual systems that's doing that, or somebody who's, you know, on their own, quote unquote, self-appointed, dealing with these systems. Karma, these attacks could be people that you work with that's just every day they have something negative to say about you. Every time they see you, they have something horrible to say about you. Every time they see you, they cutting their eyes and wishing bad on you. That's all the same thing. It's all the same. To damn somebody, to curse somebody, is to put your thoughts, your words, and your actions into motion against the individual. That is a curse. Period. Whether you just said something, or you wrote something, or you told another person something, or they said it to you, whatever the case may be, it's all falling under the line of being hexed or cursed, you know, or damned, or whatever you want to call it, okay? And a lot of times, the solution is real simple. Don't do nothing. Nothing. The more somebody attacks you, and the more negativity a person throws your way, right? Remember, we dealing with karma. We're dealing with a world that deals with light and dark, left and right, up and down, balance. So if you keep getting attacked by a person and you choose not to attack that person back, then guess what? The karma builds up for them. And the ass whipping is 35 times worse than would it be if you would just let the universe handle its own business. Okay, that's why they say when you want revenge, you don't just dig a grave for the other person, but you might as well prepare to dig one for yourself. Simple as that. That's what that means. Okay. So, you know, a lot of times the solution is discipline and refusing to respond to that shit. There's more power in letting them target you over and over again so your ancestors can build up and say, okay, shorty got to get laid out. And you ain't even got nothing to do with it. And guess what happens? When that person tries to refling that negative energy back, you know, guess who it goes back to? Remember, you kept your hands down. So guess who it goes back to? It goes back to the universe. And last time I checked, all of our arms was really, really seriously too short to be trying to box with God himself, okay? So when that person tries, if this is somebody working in the spiritual systems, when that person try to reverse that shit back to you, they reversing it back to the universe. And when they play with the universe, girls, when they play with the universe, what though, okay? And that means that has nothing to do with you. It's out of your hands. You don't have to suffer the consequence when the person is starting to experience all this crazy shit coming at them, and you ain't have nothing to do with it because you kept your hands to yourself. You kept your thoughts to yourself. You kept your mouth to yourself. You still sent love, light, and peace and blessings. Boy, when I tell you. Boy, when I tell you. Why do you think let's go back to one of my lives when I was explaining to y'all that I had folks they got fed up with spiritually attacking me and decided out of frustration that they were going to spiritually attack 5,000 of my subscribers, honey. You as an individual have thousands of ancestors that are yours in your bloodline back to the beginnings of time. Okay? All over, okay? So you, like I told y'all, they would need to multiply that, okay? Multiply that by all 5,000 of y'all ancestors. It's infinite, okay? That is why you don't do shit like that. It is infinite destruction, baby. Infinite, okay? It is not cute. I couldn't even imagine no shit like that. And guess what? Everybody who's following me, guess what y'all did? Y'all all kept your hands down. Hi, Sweet Black. Hi, Jay Slater. What do you mean? How is that infinite? Everybody has ancestors, Jay. Right? You have ancestors that you know of. You have ancestors that you do not know of. We have thousands of ancestors attached to us individually from our bloodline and our families, both on our mammy side and on our daddy side. Okay? So when somebody spiritually attacks you, your ancestors is going to jump to your defense. Now, if you stay out of it and you say, listen, I'm not going to push no bad energy. I'm not going to do no spiritual work against this person. I'm not going to put no hate out against this person. I'm going to just stay in my place in love and light. Guess what? Your ancestors is going to jump into your defense. If you are aware that your ancestors are real and you interact with your ancestors are going to always protect you, even the ones that you don't know. Now, if you attack some 5,000 to 6,000 damn subscribers, okay, and none of them put their hands up against you, multiply that ass whooping times 5,000 people's ancestors. That's infinite, okay? That's the kind of ass whooping that comes back down from the universe. And when they try to reverse it, they have no one to reverse it to because nobody participated in that foolery. So what they're going to do is try to reverse it back to the universe, and the universe is going to beat their ass. Because you can't beat that. You can't beat the universe. Okay? We can't slap box with the creator. We just can't. Hi, Cold Woke TV. How you doing? So that's the infinity ass whooping if you ask me. Yeah, and that's the kind of ass whooping. I don't want no smoke. No, sorry, Bob. I'm good on that. I'll pass. It's power in standing still. It's a lot of peace in standing still. In the beginnings, when you don't understand it, it's going to frustrate you, and you're going to get annoyed, and you're going to be mad, and you're going to be offended, and all that. But when you realize that it's power in letting a person think you're doing something, only to find out that they got to get that boomerang effect back, and boy, that work is real. All you can do is pray for the soul. That's all you can do. That is all that you can do. I promise. I would never tell you a story or a lie. This is real shit. No, you didn't. I wasn't on that long. You didn't miss a lot. Not at all. You sure didn't. Yeah, but everything has a cause and effect. Everything has karma associated with it. And we have to keep that in mind when we have these negative thoughts, when we get mad, when we feel like being spiteful, when we have these vibrations of jealousy, vibrations of anger, hate, all of that despicable shit that you know, depending on who we around, jumps up in us. Now, also, what I want to talk to y'all about is understanding that when I tell y'all, God damn it, to cover your heads and protect your space and minimum burn sage when you watching any type of spiritual shit. It don't matter if it's me. It don't matter if it's shorty across the street. It don't matter. Y'all have to understand that spiritual attacks is not limited to only physical. Like, you don't have to be in the same room with me. We don't have to be in the same state. We don't have to be in the same space. Don't no cell phone, tablet, computer, what else? Video game, whatever. None of that separates you from a spiritual attack. And spiritual attacks don't always have to be something that's harming you. A spiritual attack could be something as simple as somebody casting a spell on a complete situation that'll have your ass stuck watching, and you don't even know why you're watching. You're just watching a motherfucker. No relevance to your life. You know, you really don't have nothing in relation to the person, but you somehow cannot stop watching a motherfucker. This is why I tell y'all to cover your heads. Cover your heads, protect your space, burn your candles, have your double action reverse candles. Even if you get a little stinking candle, tea light candle, white one from the 99-cent store, get it. Because you can be spiritually attacked whether you on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. These platforms don't prevent you from getting, it don't make you no safer from a spiritual attack. It just don't. And when you dealing with people who's doing this shit, you know, things for money, and they need the money and they need the audience, what you think is gonna take place? You're gonna get some work. Okay? Be careful who you take shit from. You can't take stuff from everybody. Because guess what? People be fixing up their products. Just like the lady that called in last week and was asking me about the dragon blood and the sage, remember? And I told her we did it and we looked at it, and I found out that wherever she was going, they was putting work on the damn products to keep people coming back to their store. So this shit don't stop. And the shit is not fake. This is all real shit going on in our world on a regular and consistent basis. I hate washer clothes, y'all. I do. Because I always mess up. I don't mess up like the colors, but I always don't get all of the whites or something like that. And then I'll be like 2 damn white socks that ain't clean and everything else is clean. Like, that gets on my last nerve. I hate when I do that. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Yeah, but anyway, like I was saying, gots to be careful. Gots to be careful. Gots to. Excuse me. Oh, I was gonna say, what the hell? What's wrong with my dryer? Lord have mercy. Alright, I'll come back and get those in a little while. Yeah, so being careful is how I gotta be. Look, so my basement flooded, right? Yeah, real quick. And this is the first time that I have actually been able to, yes, I do. I sure do. I teach my babies, sure do. Every day I be on their ass. Look, my son loves to come down to the basement to play pool. I'm going to show you how you know I teach him. Look. So look, this outside of that, real quick. This is the first time I've been able to actually do a spin around in my basement. I am so excited. Even though it came from a flood. Shout out to Auntie's pool table. I'm good at pool, but not as good as Auntie was. But, you know, shout out to the pool table. So look. My son wipes down everything all the time. He don't play. Shout out to the messy closet. But, you know, I had to put my shit downstairs. I ran out of space. But I am going to be doing a giveaway on some of my Nikes that I haven't worn, and on some of my Jordans that I have not worn yet. And I got a couple of pairs of nice non-West and Klein, which is pumps that's are really, really, really cute. So I'll be doing a giveaway because they've never been worn, and I don't see me going nowhere that I need them anytime soon. So keep your eyes open on that. Hi, Mona Lisa. Oh, I miss you too. Hey, Riso. Yeah, but I teach my kids everything that I speak to y'all about. I don't force it down their throat because, I feel like everybody should have the opportunity to make their own choice when it comes to which way they want to go spiritually. So, um, it's not gonna be, even though I would like for both of my kids to kind of study the same thing, it doesn't mean that they will. And so I'm definitely not gonna force them to. Nope. If they come to it naturally on their own, great. But if they choose to go a different route, I'm gonna respect that too. It's not a problem for me. I'm okay with that. We gotta be open to let our kids have their own experiences. The only reason I have been able to learn as much as I know and only be 36 years old is because I had the freedom to make my own choices when it came to spirituality and what I believed in, what I thought about the world, the universe, what did I think about God. I had the room to grow and learn on my own without anybody judging me or criticizing me. Anybody ever y'all want to see Auntie Granny? Let me show y'all Auntie Granny. Even though I don't know why they got her on the refrigerator looking crazy, but that's Auntie Granny. My twin. Everybody say hi to Auntie. I shade to the ancestor. I miss that lady a lot. I do. I miss her all the time too much. I be missing her so much, you get on my own nerves. It be like that though. So anyway, my love bugs. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on real quick and talk to y'all about that. But trust and believe, at the end of the day, there is consequences and repercussions for spiritual negligence and recklessness, okay? Especially to those who hop on, are uninitiated, haven't gone through the proper rites and rituals to interact with some of the energies that folks want to interact with. Oh, it's definitely consequences and repercussions. Definitely. Y'all gotta start making sure that y'all vet people that y'all allow to do spiritual work for y'all. You can't just let anybody do spiritual work. I'll give you some pointers. The validity of your high priestess or your high priest by how they live, their health. If you're going to get spiritual work done, you cannot get spiritual work done by somebody that's freaking obese and high blood pressure and heart problems, and that means that they're not in favor with the Orisha at all. They're not in the favor of the Orisha for whatever reason. It shouldn't go down. Also, when y'all want to get spiritual work done, be very mindful of getting these one-size-fit-all solutions, because that's not how spirituality works. For instance, I may have a block with money and a orb. Where? I didn't see it. Hey, you got me over here scratching my damn head. You sure it wasn't this? The light? Yeah, when you're getting spiritual work done, be super careful of these one size fits all practices, okay? Now, I'm saying this because, let's say, for example, maybe I'm having issues with my money. And maybe 60 days before that, I had experienced a divorce. And my vibration is out of whack. My vibration may have dropped down or went into the same frequency that money's frequency is on, and in a negative way. So now, me being emotionally and energetically out of whack from leaving my husband, having that divorce go down, is affecting how I manifest the money. Now, somebody could be having the same problem, same type of money issues, but it could be, oh, well, that person's vibration is messy, when it comes to giving. And so that's affecting their vibration with money. Our vibrations are not always going, if our heart vibration, if love is the vibration that's tempered, is out of whack, it can affect your health. It could affect your relationships. It could affect your business. It could affect your finances. It can affect all of those areas, one of those areas, two of those areas. It just depends because we all carry our own special frequency. All of us have our own special signature frequency that makes us who we are, and our frequencies drop differently for similar or identical issues. Just because, my heart was broken don't mean that my money's going to be affected. It could be my health being affected, where shorty next door had the same problem and her money is just affected, but her health is great. So, you got to be careful of that. Secondly, if you're not dealing with a high priestess or a high priest, and you getting work done that requires, the items that you receive to be charged, be sure to know the environment that person is in. Be sure to know whether that person is healthy, whether that person, eats healthy, whether that person speaks healthy, whether that person has a positive attitude, whether you have a really good connection with them or not. Make sure that you check all of those things, because if y'all frequencies are not connecting and they're charging your work, or the person is supposed to be charging your work but they having marriage issues, the person's supposed to be charging your work but they have anger problems, the person's supposed to be charging their work but they suffering from an illness, that's going to do you a great disservice. And so this is why I've decided that I'm going to put some stuff together for cleansing, for reversals, for, finances, relationships. I'm going to really take my time and put some stuff together. But it will not include me charging it for you. What it will be is, anytime you request to get some type of work done, it'll come with a reading already included. That way it's specific to your needs. And then I will be putting all of the things that needs to go together. Hey, Queen Lotus. I'll be putting everything together for you. All of the materials, I'll be sending you a breakdown of what those materials are for, why do I use them, how do you use them, and you're going to put the work in. You're going to put your energy in. You're going to do the prayer into the work yourself, so that not only is it is definitely your vibration making it work, but you actually get to experience and see how much power you truly have, where you can make things change. You can give things life. You can command power into things and make manifestation happen in your life. Bow, just like that. You don't need another person. My goal is to help you learn how to use your own spiritual energies and powers. Well, root work is for those who are using, literally, it's called root work because it's all about the power in the root of the herb. But there's different aspects. There's different medicines where you use the root. There's medicines where you only may use the leaves. There's, it's so many different ways to use herbs and spices and plants. You know, each plant has its own vibration. Every herb has a vibration that matches the frequency of the chakra. That chakra affects the area of the body. And that also, that chakra affects the things, certain things that we try to manifest into this life. And so it's about harnessing the energy of the herb, harnessing the energy of the stones. You know, these all have a vibration that, you know, deal with something. Even with this wand is actually for Reiki, you know, but it has all of the chakras encompassed in it. You know, so even with, you know, healing crystals, you know, which I like to use in some of my spiritual work. I like to use the chip crystals in some of my work. But all of these things have energy and vibration attached to them, okay, that resonates with an area of the body and a chakra that give you extra energy, boosts you up, keeps you safe, cleanses you off, you know. I definitely like this stone. This is for protection. Dope. Amethyst is also for protection too. But yeah. Root work is, like I said, using the root of the herb, the root of the plant. Everything is coming from the roots, the root of the thing. And you're using, you know, the substance of the root to heal, to break curses, to curse people, whatever people use. I'm letting y'all know right now, when I start doing my work, I will not be doing any work that is in reference to cursing, hexing, or violating anybody's spiritual space. So I'm going to let you know in advance. Don't ask me because the answer is no. No times 30. Oh, you're welcome. Each one teach one. That's the rules. Yeah, that was a smoky quartz. You talk about this one? Yeah. This was a smoky quartz. Absolutely. Was that? Yeah, smoky quartz. Yeah, but you're welcome, Miss Julissa. So, also, I get a lot of questions about the Orisha and, you know, how to understand the Orisha. And so, the easiest way that I can break this down to you is by breaking it down into the 4 elements. So I'm going to show you guys this, but I'm going to put some even more detail in my Orisha group that I haven't really had a chance to. Some book recommendations. I got you. I got you. What area do you want to know about? The Orisha. Well, let's go take a look real quick. Let's go to the library and see what books that I would say is good for you. Let's go to the library for a beginner. Puppy wuppies. Look at this dude. He got an attitude. Attitude. When I come downstairs, oh, I forgot to give you your snack. That's why you look like that. Don't he look like he ready to punch me? All right, 2 seconds, puppy wuppies. I promise. I'm going to give you a snack when I get back down. I totally forgot. I'm a bad mommy. Books for a beginner. Let's see. I would say... beginner. Okay. So, I would say... this one right here. The Secrets of Afro-Cuban Ifa. This is focused all on Ifa. I love Ifa. Ifa is such a light and airy version of dealing with the Orisha. It's dope. It speaks a lot about healing. It speaks a lot about the traditions, the rules, the regulations, some of the ceremonies, all of the important stuff you need to know about Ifa and the Orisha. It tells you about some of the basic herbs, the days, the saints that Orisha is associated with, and all that. Then this book right here, which it breaks down the Yoruba culture and language. This is called The Cradle of Yoruba. And this book was written by my Babalao, actually, who was super dope. I don't know how, well, I guess because the text is so little, but when I'm telling you, he broke it down, kid. He broke it down. He gave you history. He gave you how to deal with the Obi. He gave you some of the basic information on the Delagoon to get you started. He gave you, it's so much information in this little book. Like, this is my book that is with me all the time. He tells you about some of the herbs that's, you know, common to these in the prayers to activate the herbs. Like, he really busts this joint down. Like, you cannot go wrong with this book. I kid you not. You see this book worn down, right? I need to order another one. Books that I like, I usually order like 2. Hi, Jasmine Sky. Now, for those who are interested in Santeria, this is a very good book to read also. This book is very detailed. It breaks down the story of, you know, as you can see, look, in Santeria, Monday is a Lego special day. On Mondays, Santeros and those who have received Elegua honor this Orisha by making him an offering of a small dish of candles, rum, and cigars. So they break down a lot in this book also. They talk about, you know, what the Santero's job is, all of that. Like, they really, this book, they get into it. They get into it. These are my 3 go-to books right here. I love those 3. And I will post them in my community and, you know, where y'all be leaving comments at. Now, for those who are a little bit more advanced and, you know, you kind of got the basics down pat and you want to get in depth, look at my life. Let me show you. This is ridiculous. Look. Books everywhere. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Let me see. Okay. All right. So for those who want to get into reading, and you're interested in understanding how to read, the Delagoon or the 16 quarry shells, this book here gives you the Odus. It gives you also, you know, all of what you need to know. These are all of the different throws that come down, and it's broken down into chapters, each one of these throws on the origin of tarot cards. Yeah, I got some shit for you. Hold on. So yeah, so this is by William Buscombe. This is one of the most accurate you're gonna get on this, and there's a book cost about, hold on, I believe this book was about $150. You may be able to get it a little bit cheaper on Amazon. Now, there's another book that you guys can get with for that, and that is Arumula is King, is this book, okay? This book is got all, this is like the directory of every Odu known to man. This book right here, let me see. This book right here, Hands Decodes with Tom Monty, right here. I'll put some of my book collection up, but I got so many books in here, I would be in here for the rest of my duration on the planet trying to write it. But yeah, this is a complete guide to understanding and using your numbers of destiny and numerology. I like to use this book for a reference book, like when I get stumped and I forget something or I have a brain freeze. It really breaks it down. Of course, my son has bendied my book. I don't know what it is, dude. You're very welcome. So, this gives you the Odus. Now, the Odus are very long and very deep. And so, this is a book that I would use as a reference. If anybody knows anything about computers, you know that computers are, binary systems. And Yoruba have been using the binary systems to calculate readings from the universe for a very long time, since the beginning of time. So that lets you know where the whole concept even came from. Us. On period, okay? On period. From us. So, now, for tarot. Oh, I'm sorry. I left one more person out. One more set of people. Now, for those who are interested in voodoo, conjure. I'm sorry. I left I'm trying to make sure I bring something for everybody's little interest. Being that we going through the little book collection. But let me pull out tarot. And I'm going to give y'all another book for numerology also. I also got something for you guys who are into astrology. That's good for y'all. Let me try to put some order in the court because I don't. All right. So I got those of y'all who are into the chakras, right? Okay. So this is Santeria. This is voodoo. This is astrology. This is chakra. This goes over here. And I guess I'll put Arumula as king, but I don't think anybody. That's like a book that a Babalao would use. Hold on, y'all heard me? I sound like a 3-year-old just now. Oh my god! What in the hey? Hey. Oh, ain't nothing for but my jury. That's okay. Hold on, y'all. See, that's because I got too much stuff over here. Y'all, come on now. Y'all got me making a mess, and my room is already a mess. Okay. But yeah, I want you guys to learn seriously. And so, like, I'm just waiting to get myself stable. Like, really stable, guys. And I swear, I'm going to spend all my time teaching. I love teaching. I'm starting to realize that about myself. I really enjoy teaching y'all. Like, it really makes my day. Especially when I see that y'all are really getting it, folks. So, which other one do I like? This is a very good book to read in general. When you starting to learn about esoteric knowledge in general, this breaks down some of the very key rules of the universe. Okay, this is important to read. I love this book. I read it a lot. I reference it a lot. You know, somehow he was able to get some very important information from Thoth in a small damn book. Okay, period. So I'm gonna put that one up for you. Numerology, tarot. Yeah, I think I got a little bit of something for everybody, for all of us. Okay, okay. Is anybody? All right. So this is for tarot. Where's tarot? Tarot. Zodiacs and astrology, numerology. This is also a very good book to use. This book is by Michelle Bachanan and Hay House Basics, Numerology. Discover your future life purpose and destiny from your birth date and name. So this is one of my very first books that I used as a reference, which is really, really good and easy to understand. Seriously. Sorry. And then those who are interested in the zodiacs and astrology, Amy Zerna and Monty Farber. Very, very, very good for sun signs. Okay. So as you see, this book is worn, broke the fuck ones in. I love this book. This book breaks down. I'll just pick a random for Cancer. It lets you know that Cancer is from June 21st to July 22nd. It tells you about the planet. It's associated with the element, the quality or the modality, the day that's associated with the season, colors, plants, perfumes, gemstones, the metals that it's associated with. It gives you the keywords. It gives you the symbolic meaning of Cancer. It gives you how to recognize a Cancer, Cancer's typical behavior and personality traits, what makes Cancers tick, the Cancer personality expressed positively, on a positive note, the keywords, expressed negatively on a negative note, Cancer as a friend, looking for love, finding a special someone, first dates, Cancer and love, undying love, expectation. Oh my God, these people keep calling me about my house. Sunflower love. Hi, baby. So it gives you all of the zodiacs that are good and not good for the, the zodiac in question. It gives you opposite signs, marriage. This shit is crazy. It breaks down typical occupations. I mean, everything that you need to know. It gives you the traits of them as an employer, as an employee. I mean, to home life. I mean, it doesn't even make no sense how whoever this was, Shorty was like, okay, broke it, did down. I will put that up for you. This one is a collection. This has about 5 volumes. They were only, what, $8 a piece? And it comes with 5 volumes. Chakra astrology, numerology, what else? Reiki, which I didn't get, and tarot. The one for tarot is downstairs. This is a good desk volume to have. It has color. Oops. It's very detailed. It breaks it down. It gives you everything that you need to know. Now, this is for chakra. This is a good one. I'll put this up. This is for astrology. And I will put this one up also. It's called In Focus. So the whole collection is called In Focus by Sasha Fenton. Each one of the volumes are written by a different author. So I would have to write them down individually. Now, let's get into my favorite tarot. Yay. All right, so tarot. I've had this book for 15 something years, okay? This book right here is the Jam Jam, okay? This breaks down each card. Where is it? Is this the one? It has a couple of spreads in it. As y'all know, I don't use the spreads at all. So it breaks down each card under the overall meaning of the word. Of the card. Then it gives you work, romance, finance, health, and spirituality. So it gives you the meaning of each card in each one of those areas of life. And this is called The Power of Tarot by Trish McGregor, Phyllis Vega. Okay, this is more than 100 spreads in this book also. Answers to your most important questions. Like I tell you, I don't use people's spreads, only mine. Now, The King/Queen of them all is my favorite book that I tell all my students to get, because once you get it, you really don't need nothing else. And it's called The Holistic Tarot, okay? As you see, this is my jam, okay? This is my boo. Yes, this is Bae. I don't know how many fools out here got books as Bae, but when I'm telling you, there's nothing that, you know, you need to ask about tarot that's not in this book, honey. This is the ultimate reference of references. This reference is so referenced that it's tabs on the top and the side, okay? This is my teach you book. This is my go-to book. This is my freshen up book. This is Bae. Everywhere I go, you will see it. You will hear about it. I will talk about it. It is Bae, and Bae. Okay? Super Bae. Super size Bae. For those of you who are interested in voodoo, hoodoo, conjure, this book here, Hide Your Star, this book here actually comes with a deck of tarot cards. Let me see what she said. Sky, you need to get and read Water Spirit by Maladuma. And it's very hairy. I believe he is from the Dogon tribe. And I met him also. The Autobiography of a Yogi by... Okay, I will look into that. I sure will. So this book gives you the Orisha from, you know, the aspect of Santeria in voodoo. This one is an older version, and for some reason, I don't know why. Oh, because I think I messed this book up because I really liked it, and so I used it a lot. And so look, but it's okay because I got two. I bought two. It's okay. I always buy two of what I like. So this one breaks down everything. It associates the Orisha, or, you know, the Aloha with all of the tarot cards. And it also gives you, I really screwed this book up. So this goes in the front. You know, I really got into this book. But if I do spell work, I like to use this because there is, the Veves are in here. Even though I really don't use voodoo in spell work. But I do like to use the herbs. And I do know all of them are pretty much associated with each other. They're the same. They just come from different diasporas. So, you know, you got the breakdown. Each one of the cards gives you the veve associated with it for the deity that is talking about. They give you the offerings that's best for each one. They break them down in numbers and everything. So they tell you how to activate your hands for those in conjure and voodoo. You know, they deal with possession sometimes. Now, Unlocking the Mysteries of American Folk Magic. This is by Chase Bogan, The Secret Keys of Conjure. The Secret Keys of Conjure gives you a lot of conjure spells, mojo bags, tells you about a lot of the herbs, how to use dolls, mirror boxes, popular formulas for influencing work, binding knots, prayer cloths. I mean, it's endless in here. It also teaches you how to create a sigil, which sigils have a lot of power, and I think I'm going to do a little mini course on sigils at some point, because those are something that's easy, anybody can do it, and all of that. So let me tell you about this one. It also speaks about quirrels. Quirrels is like the little things, you know, the little dice and things like that that you see in my bone throwing. So it gives you some of their definitions, like for instance, the rabbit foot. For practical and spiritual reasons, humans try to utilize all parts of an animal that is being eaten. But with the rabbit, there is little to be done with the feet. The gentry once fashioned rabbit feet with ornate handles and used them to powder their faces. Some believe it was this association with social power and beauty that made the humble rabbit's foot a charm for luck. So it breaks down a lot. Snake shed skin, dirt debris, black hen anatomy, human finger bone. So they got all kinds of stuff in here that you can, you know, understand. Trees, water, the railroads, the backyard. So they telling you what these areas are used for, you know. So these are powerful. I would have to, like, I'm going to have to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my book collection in a specific section online. And I'm going to use my Amazon discount and put the link there so that y'all can use my discount to get books that y'all want. How about that? Fair, fair. Because some of these books are quite expensive. Like, for instance, this book right here, at the time when I bought it, no, this one was decent. This one was about $20. That wasn't bad. But these big books cost me some change. So I'm going to make it my business to work on that ASAP-ulous. Because I so want y'all to learn. Like, if y'all only knew. For those of you who are interested in dreams, this is one book that I like. It's a little hand reference, but it has quite a bit of symbolism in it. Okay, very nice. Very handy, gets to the point. I keep it by my bed just in case I had a dream about something. You need to know what the fuck I was talking about. Now, there are some books that I don't like. This book right here, which is the complete book of spells, curses, and magical recipes by Dr. Leonard R. and Ashley. This one is pretty much focused on, I'll tell you, casting spells on a suitor, walk on water, staff of hypnosis, banish ghosts, cure a toothache, harvest protective herbs, choose amulets, remove a curse, and much more. This book I found only really useful for removing negative energy out the way. Other than that, I don't like it. There's another book, but I don't know if I gave it to my son when my aunt died. Also, The Origins of Satan, really good book. Really good book. it gives you a very clear understanding of what that is about, darling. And everybody need to understand that so they could get that fear factor out their life. Also, which one is this? What? This one is the life after death. This one is dope. Yes.
What is that keeps rattling?
I'm drying clothes.
Oh, that's the dryer?
I think so.
That's causing that big ruckus?
What big ruckus?
Come downstairs. They have to just talk.
Oh, here it goes, scary ass.
It's not scary. It's not bad. It just sounds like something maybe in the heat, in the pipes or something. I was standing here, and then all I felt was, all you heard like sound like stuff was falling. But then I went downstairs and nothing had fell, and then you hear like that, and it's like the floor sort of shakes.
I don't know. The pipe's already been checked, so I have no idea.
Well, I stay down here a little while until it happens again, so you can tell me what you think.
I'm not gonna know what it is. Well, just call somebody. That's what it's gonna have to be.
Well, it also happened right after I just drained the water.
Oh, then that's a water pot, a water pipe. You gotta remember these temperatures are shifting. Can you throw the dog a snack?
I can't hear you.
Throw the dog a snack. Throw the dog a snack.
I don't know where snacks are.
Ain't it? Oh, never mind. Hey, never mind. I got it. Hold on. We gonna get back to the origins of Satan. Puppy wuppies. Get your bacon, puppies. My dog stay eating the bacon. So, yes, Life After Death. This is a good book for people who are having a hard time with understanding death and what it's all about, and if there is existence after death, and so on and so forth. Shorty broke this down decent. It makes the situation a little tad bit more tolerable. But yes, I will put all of these books up, and I'll make a section, TT Sky's book collection, must reads. Books are like everything. Of course, you should read the Holy Bible. That is important. You know TT Sky is going to tell you to read it. Read it. Read it. Read it down a river. Do. Don't pay me no mind. Y'all know I'm crazy. But, yeah. So, these are some of my go-tos that I rocked with over the years. Hold on. Now I gotta try to do this without making a terrible mess. Lord knows I don't want to have to pick up stuff all over again. Okay, there we go. Alright, stay. Everybody stay? Okay, stay. I do need to take this back downstairs where I got that from. I need to go back downstairs. These stay here. See, now y'all making me clean up my little book mess. Thank you. Thank you. Without you, it would not get done. That is a fact. But shit, I wish I need to get, you know what, I got a bookcase downstairs that I'm gonna end up bringing up here. And I'm gonna sit it right there. Look, I'm gonna sit it right here. Or I'm gonna put it over here and move this junk out the way and just put it right there. My bookcase. I might just order one. I want a nice one. Like a really nice looking bookcase, darling. Okay. So these was downstairs. These go downstairs. So we'll take them down. Because I was reading them. Everything else, good. Check. Got it. So yes, that was a trip through TT Sky's little book collection. Let me see. So, is there anything else that you guys would like to see, know about? Anything else that y'all would want me? How to tell if you have a curse on you? Okay. Let me talk to y'all about that. Hold on. Because that's important to talk about. It is. Oh, man. Okay. Let's talk about that. So, first off, you will find a lot of things, little small things that happen. For instance, so example, you might find that, you know, you just have weird shit happening to you for no reason that don't make sense. It don't add up. It just don't make sense. You'll see little things happening. You'll see, like for instance, somebody might be trying to wish your house on fire. You might see books and matches all over the damn place. Somebody may be trying to cause problems with your car. You'll see stuff that happens and you take it to the shop and they won't see it. You'll see somebody trying to, you know, screw around with your health, right? You'll go to the doctor because you know that you feel sick. You've been feeling sick. Everything that you do don't work, but the doctor don't see shit. You might see that your hair is falling out way more than usual. You might find yourself losing weight even though you're eating. You might find yourself woke at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning every morning. It's like no matter what time you go to sleep, your ass is up 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning with nothing to do and you don't know why. What else? If somebody is targeting your money, you might see random stuff happen like your bank accounts all of a sudden mysteriously go negative. Somebody mysteriously steals your bank card. You start seeing coins all over the floor in your house, in your car, everywhere you go when you outside. Somebody wants everything that you do to fail or to turn to shit. So you might find stuff happening where you always find yourself around a turn of shit. So, I mean, it's really that crazy. What else? You might start having weird ass dreams. People around you, kids may start acting strange and funny around you. You might find yourself getting into arguments with your boyfriend. Maybe somebody wants you to break up with your boyfriend or wants your boyfriend to break up with you. Wants your marriage to break up. And out of nowhere, your boyfriend hates your guts. They calling you all kinds of names. Y'all fighting like cats and dogs. It's really no reason for the shenanigans and the ruckus, but it's there. These are signs that there may be something going on energetically. Now, being cursed, like I told you, does not have to mean that it's somebody literally going to put spell work on you. It could be that somebody has an animosity for you that is so great that it's moving energy around, literally moving energy. Okay. It could also be, you know, maybe you're thinking, you could be around people whose vibration is messed up and they screwing up your vibration. That's why it's important to pay attention to who you're dealing with. Also, if you find yourself dealing with a new partner, you got a new friend, you want to, you know, do your damn thing, and you sleep with that person and all hell breaks loose. Is one or two things. The vibration is not for you and you need to leave them alone because you're going to start losing shit. Or two, they have been with somebody previous to you who already put something on their ass so that no matter who they deal with, there will be no happiness. So when y'all start meeting people, y'all need to start doing some checks. And treat your spiritual energy like you treat your body. When you change partners, you should be going to the doctor getting STD checks and all of that. All right? Well, the same thing. When you changing your partners or anything in your life, you should at least take the time out to check their energy. Get a reading. It won't kill you. Excuse me. Yes, it will not break your heart to do something as simple as get a little reading done. Yeah, I'm crunching. All right, let me see what else I got. What else y'all want me to talk about? Oh, it did? All right, let's go through it again. One more time. How do you know when you are possibly being cursed? 1, you may experience illness with no resolution. That means that you're sick all the time. You go to the doctor, they don't see nothing. They do scans, they don't see nothing. They take blood work, they don't see nothing, but you still feel sick. You may feel extremely tired, drowsy, heavy, randomly depressed, randomly angry. You may experience severe weight loss with no reason behind it. No matter how much you eat, you're losing weight, you're losing weight, you're losing weight. If somebody's attacking your money, you might find that you have coins all over your house, all over your car, out in the street. You may see coins on the ground. You know, everywhere you go, you see coins, coins, coins. If somebody may be trying to attack your home, maybe somebody is wishing your home caught on fire, you might see burnt matches, books of matches all over your house and places they don't freaking belong. Lighters, lighter fluid, anything like that. What else? If somebody is trying to attack something shallow like your hair, you might see bobby pins or rollers or bobos all over the floor in your house. You might find what else? You might experience issues with your doors, issues with your windows, with your plumbing. A lot of times, you know, plumbing becomes the issue when you have energy problems in your house. You'll find clogs that keep coming up in your bathrooms, in your kitchens, in your tubs, toilet backups, floods. What else? I'm thinking you may have random issues with your brakes, with your cars. You might find yourself with legal issues. You might find that, you know, your bank account gets overdrawn. Every time you have some money, something happens and all of the money is out your account. If you have your own business, you might find that your business is extremely slow out of nowhere, and no matter what you do, there's just nothing that gets your business back up and moving properly. What else? People that usually you have a good relationship with, you may find yourself having, you know, negative interactions with them. If you're in a marriage, you know, your husband may not be able to get an erection. Or if you are female, you may not ever have, you know, be in a mood to be with your husband or your significant other. You may have confusion in your house where it seems like you always being misunderstood. What else? You might experience your friends not wanting to have anything to do with you out of nowhere. Everybody's just like team fuck you kind of thing. You might experience if you have pets, you might experience your pet going to the bathroom in areas of your house that they normally would not. Usually by your door, by your front door, by your back door. You might find that all of the doors are broken in somewhere in your house. That's somebody trying to block your pathway. Your windows may have issues. That's somebody also trying to block your gates. I wish the people would stop calling my damn phone. What else? But let me tell you something else you can do. If you want to know if you have negative energy in your house, here's 2 things that you can do. 1, you can buy an all-white candle, 7-day candle, or even a 3-day candle, burn it. If the glass turns black, the energy in that room is no good. We need a cleansing. Also, you can do my favorite, which is the rice test. So, with the rice test, you make a pot of rice. For every room, you get a dish. You put some rice in the dish, right? Leave the rice there for up to a week. If the energy in the room is good, the rice is not going to rot. It will just dry out. If the energy in the room is bad, you're going to see that it molds. White rice, yeah. So boil the rice, put it in every room that you want to check the energy in. Cook the rice, please. If the energy is no good, and you could do this with a lot of stable foods, beans, things like that. Because if the vibration is no good, you'll find that the food rots 3 times faster. And this is true. Food rots and goes bad 3 times faster. This is why they tell you not to curse, not to have fights and arguments and negativity over your food or in your kitchen. Nah, lemons ain't gonna work. You need a non-citrus food. That's why they use rice. They use starch. What else can you use? Water. If the energy is no good, you might find that your water kind of evaporates quickly. Where if you get a glass of water and leave it out, or you might find a nasty residue around a glass, if the vibration is too, everybody's like calling me and I don't know why. Yeah, you can use black sage, white sage, you can use Palo Santo, you can use dragon blood, you can use lemongrass, lavender, bay leaf, there's a lot of stuff you can use. How to know if an ex is trying to keep you from having a relationship? Get a reading. That's the easiest way. Or just simply, follow your intuition. If you find that you meet somebody that you're interested in, they interested in you, and then after a couple of days of dealing with them, the energy shifts every time with different people. Somebody may be doing something. I get a lot of stuff from, first off, when you buy any spiritual thing, the first thing you're supposed to do is reverse back to sender any lower vibrational dark demonic energies. You're supposed to reverse back any energy that's put or invoked to control your free will. You always do that. Or you can get holy water, you can get Florida water, and you can kind of, depending on what the material is, just put a little bit in your hand and pray over it and ask your ancestors to protect it in divine white light. Ask the Most High God to protect it in divine white light. Remove any negativity and anything that is not for you. You could do that. So anywhere you get spiritual stuff from, always try to get it clean. Always clean it off. Well, no, you grow yourself. It's pumped with your energy. We don't gotta worry about that. When it comes to the situation with your ex-Cherie, the reason why I'm telling you that you should do a reading is because everything has to be in balance. Now, let's say that you assume, right, that your ex is doing this, and then come to find out the ex is not doing that. Now, you sent some shit that way that ain't fair and it ain't right, right? Your ass got to deal with the consequences and repercussions of that, and you don't want to do that. So instead of getting in trouble spiritually, it's just better for you to check, and then you can handle your business. Okay, do you got a pen? If you got a pen, I'll give you my information, and when I get off a live, you can call me and we'll chit chat and talk about it and figure out what we can do to get, things cleared up for you. My number. I know I did that. Hold on 1 second. I got a little messy mess I got to clean up. Hold up. I'll give you my number and give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. But yeah, I'm going to be doing some workshops. I want to come and see all of you. That's why everybody that's registered to the community, that's part of the reason why I've been asking everybody for their city and state so that I can see which state most of my followers are in, so I can actually go to the states and actually come and see y'all, and we could do readings in person and talk about some important shit. All right, hold on. For real. I got germophobia, and I don't like walking in my bedroom with my street shoes on. And so, of course, I had to mop up that because my boys like to walk around with nothing on their toes. All right. Now,
We don't have chicken broth. What do you think I could use in substitute?
yeah, there's bouillons in the kitchen. That is how you make this. You can make that.
Where's bouillon? Where's that?
In the cabinet. They look like little squares.
Where?
In the cabinet by the refrigerator. Chef boy, I fuck up in the kitchen. Okay.
Could you show me?
Why are you cooking so early?
I'm starting the collard greens early.
Is that pork?
Yeah.
What is your brother gonna eat?
Oh, I didn't think of that. But what else am I supposed to use? You gotta put that in.
No, you don't. We don't put pork in our collard greens ever.
Yes, we have.
No, we don't. We use turkey neck bone.
We don't have that.
Well, that can't go in there. Your brother gotta eat too.
Does he have to eat collard greens?
Yes, he needs to eat just vegetables like everybody else. You know better. He does not eat pork.
No, when he gets the sausage from the bagel shop, they don't clean off the grill. He eating pork.
He does not, and you're not giving him no straight up bacon. I'm sorry, that's out. Here goes chicken bouillons right here, and there goes the powder right there. Look, so you can know which one. You see where the round thing is at?
I'll make him a separate thing. What?
And I don't want none either.
Because it has pork?
I don't eat no bacon in my collard greens.
Oh, Lord.
I don't buy nothing with no collard greens with no damn pork in it. That shit nasty. I don't know why you would want to do that. Your grandmother don't even need that in her life. Your grandmother sop up so much bacon, she gonna turn into a freaking piece of bacon. Trying to kill somebody in here. All right, what I gotta do, I gotta give you my number. I'm so glad I went in there, see? Because my baby would have been sick as a freaking hound dog, y'all. Oof. Oh, no, I don't fuck with it. Nah, these days, I don't really eat too much meat, chicken, turkey, none of that. No can do. It be messing up my stomach. Something fierce. Fierce, 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 fierce. Oh, yeah. Number 917. Oh, thank you, Compassionate Helper. Number 917-300-1683. Does somebody want to come and do my hair? All right, let me come over. I'm going to come into the live from my desktop so I can post up some info for y'all, okay?
So I don't know what you want me to do. You can't cook it without a meat.
That's not true.
You can.
That's not true.
Then what am I supposed to cook it with?
What are you talking about? Collard greens don't have to be cooked with turkey neck or turkey bone or pork.
Then what are you supposed to do? It has
Season
no flavor
it.
without it.
You don't know how to season your collard greens?
Last time we did that and it tasted god-awful.
No, it
Auntie
didn't.
made it with turkey neck each time, and she's also made it with pork.
She's never made it with
She
pork.
did. I made it with her every year.
No, she's never made it with pork, ever.
She has made it with pork.
No,
before.
she has never.
She has.
This is somebody who raised me. I've been there every...
And I was in the kitchen with her.
I'm not
time.
arguing. We're not eating that shit. You know your brother can't eat it. That's selfish as hell. You think he don't want to eat collard greens
too? I said he can make something separate.
Okay, so make it separate. Make mine separate too. I don't want that. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with the boy? He's just gonna try to force me to eat the oink. All right, where we at with it? All right, where we at with it? Oops, let me mute. There's too much going on. All right, so website. That's the one thing I don't like about this phone. The phone and YouTube is that you can't text y'all. That's weird, right? Okay. And what else? Phone. Hold on. Vanda, hi. Nah, I meant to pin this one. Okay. Did I fix it? So, did it? No, it didn't. Okay, there you go. So, there goes my number. Agreed, compassionate. We don't need it. Sunflower, you from New York? I'm from New York too. I'm watching y'all on the phone. I mean, on the computer. Vanda, that's so sad. I'm OD sorry for your loss. And so, if you want to talk to your brother, you can give me a call later on this afternoon, and I'll do a reading for you for free so that you can talk to him if you would like. Yes, I have 2 numbers. Call me on the 332 number because sometimes my 917 number be acting up. Oh, I'm from Harlem. I'm from 130 between Park and Lexington. You already know what time it is. Okay, Lex. We flexing. No problem, big baby. Call me. What time my baby get out of school? Let me see. I was about to get mad. Like, how the fuck I'm got watching? Joy ain't even alive. Call me at 3 o'clock. Let me write it down so I can remember. Never would have made it. Yeah. Yeah, I know Mondays is my off day from doing readings. But I think I'm going to utilize any free time that I have on a Monday to kick it with y'all, talk about some important things, and share some knowledge. You know what else I wanted to talk to y'all about? Working. I want to talk to y'all about working, okay? 3 p.m. Vanda is calling. Free reading. Vanda, darling, did you register? Are you registered at the website? Tiger Eye Stone. Let me pause you for a second and look through. No, I'm lying. I'm not going to do that. I have the answer to that question. I'm just trying to remember where I put it. I keep putting this one cigarette out. We got to take a trip back. Oh, one more book I got for y'all. This is for all of my... No, 2... 3 more books I got for y'all. Before I, and you know what? Tiger Eye Stone is one of those universal stones that you can use for a lot of stuff. Alright. I love this book. I do. It's Official Tissue. 5,000 spell encyclopedia. Great go-to for all sorts of spells. Love spells, empty wallet spells, Aphrodite, Batwing, Lucky Charm. Everything you need. You can get the answer in this joint. I promise. I promise. I promise. I promise. This book costed me $50 when I bought it. But with my coupon, I think you could get it for like $34. Maybe less now. And this one is decent. It's okay, but you know, it got some important other information in there that you can use. 1,001 spells. Awesome for, you know, some quick go-to combinations if you kind of get stuck on, you know, some work, right? And then my aunt gave me this book, The Spiritual Dynamics of Relationships, Break Free from Spiritual Bonds. It says, if you've ever ended a relationship you knew wasn't God's will for your life, but you can't seem to stop thinking about that person, if your behavior is being influenced in a negative way by people you come in contact with, if you're cursing yourself through forbidden statutes, jewelry, and practices, it's time for you to break free from the ties on your soul. Dr. Gary Greenwald will explain how the transference of spirits and soul ties can create the dominion over your life. Learn how to defeat the deceiving spirits that control many of the things you come in contact with every day. So this is a good book for those who are having issues breaking away from relationships. Dum, dum, dum. And where's the other one? This one here. One thing that's important about esoteric knowledge is understanding symbolism. As you see, this book was $14.99. I like to really use spiritual baths for the kids. But I'll talk to y'all about that a little bit more too. Something in here. But this, it breaks down all types of symbols. It's got flowers, plants, sacred sounds, symbols like shapes, what they mean. Numbers, which is important. Let me see if they got that stone that you was asking about. Which stone was she asking about? The tiger eye, right? Let's see. Opal. Let's see if they got tiger eye in here. They should, because they got jade. Let's see. Tiger. Oh, they don't. I'm surprised they don't got that in here. So they got something also called the witch stone, which is called the hag stone. Let's look at that. Hag stone. Let's see. I didn't see that before, but that's interesting, being that I got a lot of witches on my ass. Let's see. The hag stone. Gemstones and the planets. So look at this. Sun, amber, diamond, and topaz. Moon, moonstone and pearl. Earth, amber, jade, and ammonite. Mercury, agate, opal, and citrine. Venus, malachite, rose quartz, and emerald. Mars. See, this breaks it down, and then it tells you crown chakra, amethyst. Third eye chakra, lazuli, and amethyst. Throat chakra, I'm telling you, like, gemstones in the months of the year. Garnet is for January. Amethyst for February. Let me see if they got it right. Because opal is also one. They got it broken down by month. They got it broken down by air. I need to write this down for my book that I'm writing for y'all. it's so much stuff that I want to share with y'all, but I just can't get everything out at one time. I hate that. I do.